Tilbury and other regions will not have to build any additional housing and contribute to our crisis here in San Francisco. Now, I do believe that we need to build, and there are other ways to do it. We can build more 3 to 5 unit buildings here in San Francisco that fit the character of our neighborhoods. We can help expedite and streamline accessory dwelling units, which we can build thousands of here in San Francisco affordably and quickly. And we can help streamline approvals for the 30,000 units of approved projects here in San Francisco. That is how we're going to address the housing crisis, not through legislation that penalizes cities like San Francisco that invest in public transit versus regions that don't. So I want to take an opportunity to introduce 2 of our resident leaders, and I want to first bring up George Wooding, who is the president of the Coalition of San Francisco Neighborhoods.
Hooray! Hey, good going, George.
Thank you, Jane. I just want to take a moment to thank you for your advocacy. The residential neighborhoods need someone who's willing to stand up for them, as we are the silent majority of San Francisco. And this bill, this SB 827, will be destroying the character of neighborhoods throughout the city. So we just want to thank Jane, and she has seemed to be the one politician in the city standing up right now to help the neighborhoods keep the integrity of the neighborhoods. So with that, thank you very much, Jane.
Congratulations, Jane.
So I also wanted to invite Christine Linnebach, who is a longtime resident with her family here in San Francisco, to speak as well.
Good morning. Thank you everybody for being here. I'm also the land use attorney, looked at SB 827 very carefully, and in a nutshell, this is really going to destroy San Francisco's character. The fabric of our neighborhood really is the backbone of San Francisco. The diversity of our architectural heritage, the quality of our life will simply be destroyed if 827 is passed. And Jane Kim is the one leader, not just a politician, but a true leader who is standing up and doing the right thing for all of San Francisco, for all San Franciscans, to protect us now and in the future. And Supervisor Kim is absolutely correct. We can build dense housing, we can build affordable housing, but we need to do it the right way, not the wrong way. And 827 is the wrong way to build housing in San Francisco. We don't need 85-foot tall towers next to 20-foot tall homes in San Francisco. And as a longtime resident and native of San Francisco, I am shocked and appalled to think that this would even come down the pipe. This places an unfair burden on San Francisco. It allows San Francisco to take the hit, whereas other communities, Marin, Palo Alto, San Mateo, they don't bear the burden that San Francisco would bear. And it's time that we have a leader in San Francisco that stands up for us and asks the rest of our community and our neighbors throughout the Bay Area to do the right thing. So thank you very much for being here. And I'm very proud resident west of Twin Peaks to be supporting Jane Kim in her leadership on this issue. And thank you very much for all of that.
So thank you everyone for coming out today. We want to invite our neighborhood leaders to express their voice on this important issue that is moving through Sacramento. Again, we are not against housing. As a supervisor who has approved and built the most housing in San Francisco, I can say that this is not the right way to build. We can build more affordable, more middle income housing, and we can build thousands of units by encouraging small buildings that fit our neighborhoods and encouraging more accessory dwelling units, and also approving and streamlining the process for our 30,000 units that are entitled today. A one-size-fits-all measure, while it sounds appealing at a first glance, isn't the way for us to build, and it certainly will only continue to discourage our neighbors in the north and the south that refuse to invest in public transit from building any more housing or investing in the transit that our region desperately needs. Thank you all for coming out today, and thank you to our neighborhood leaders for standing strong. Thank you.
Thank you for justifying no amendments.
I am opposed to the bill. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But Wiener did amendments.
Yeah, no, I still don't support it.
Okay.
She's 100% against the bill.
Okay.
No lipstick on the pig. No amendment.
Folks, if we have some members of the media here, if you would like to ask questions, now would be a good time to do so. Or Christine and George as well.
Yeah.
It's like before we pass a bill that allows people to build a little higher to exchange for more affordable housing. So how about this bill really do this?
Yeah, so the problem with this bill is that it grants additional height without requiring any additional affordable housing or any new contributions for developers for transit and parks and other infrastructure that we need. I have always supported more height and density in my district, but in exchange, we've always been able to get more affordable and middle-income housing and more investment in our city's infrastructure. The way this bill goes about it, it's a giveaway to our developers. It grants them more height without asking them to do anything more for the residents of San Francisco.
What if they really assign units to affordable housing?
That would be a different story, but this bill doesn't require that. That's the problem.
Jane, Aaron Pesky's resolution got changed in committee from opposing SB 827 to asking for amendments. Is there actually a set of amendments that would make this bill acceptable?
You know, the way that I look at it right now, I don't see how a one-size-fits-all measure is going to help us build more housing in California. In fact, if anything, it's going to just disincentivize investments in public transit that the entire state of California needs to see more of. This type of bill, I think, is a disservice. It penalizes the regions and cities that actually do invest in public transit and are building housing. And it's a big giveaway to our developers who can build more without contributing anything more to the cities that they're building in.
So basically, we have to defeat this. Is your position? This has got to go down.
I don't see how this bill is going to work here across the state of California. And as I said, I've been someone who has always supported building more housing in our city. And I think that we do need to build, but this is the wrong way to do it.
You talked a lot about building in District 6, but other neighborhoods like those west of Twin Peaks haven't done nearly enough home building. How would you kind of upzone these areas to make sure that they're building?
I think that we can build a lot more on the west side by building more 3 to 5 unit buildings. And we can also encourage thousands of accessory dwelling units. Currently, we have units that are stuck in the pipeline today because the planning department doesn't have a consistent set of guidelines around design. And we need to also work with the fire department to make sure that we can build more of these units online. These units can be built quickly and more affordably, and this is the type of development that we need to encourage. SB 827 doesn't do that. I've always supported more height and density, but in exchange, we have to get developers to build more affordable, more middle-income housing, and contribute to our transit infrastructure.
A lot of these neighborhoods, though, have huge transit investments already, and 3 to 5 units doesn't seem like nearly enough density to make use of the millions of dollars we've spent into this.
I didn't know that 3 to 5 units. Do you have any
I'm not saying that
mathematical
it's only 3 to 5 units. We could do other types of housing, but a one-size-fits-all just doesn't work.
But Supervisor Kim, there has not been any mathematical models to prove 3 to 5 units are not going to address our needs. How do you know?
Yeah, because
do you have any model?
Yes, we
that
have zoning
says
maps.
Zoning maps just shows you zoning maps.
Right,
zoning
we have to
maps are
change
not
the
talking
delta
about
in the SB 827 versus the current zoning.
You need to have a mathematical models to say
We do have that.
How many single family homes do we have on the west side?
I don't know, but
I
78%
do.
of San Francisco is single family homes.
I do know, my friend, how many we have.
How many?
Entire city of San Francisco, we have 100,000 single family homes. You're talking about
So that's too many,
upzoning them
Yeah.
fivefold for who's moving to San Francisco? You're talking about 500,000 people.
10,000 people a year are moving to San Francisco. That's the population gain
10,000.
every year.
Do your math. Obviously, you can't do
10,000 people a
10,000
year.
times 10 is going to be what? 100,000.
Yeah.
I just told you we have 100,000 homes.
But they're all occupied.
If you upzone 100,000 fivefold, that's 500,000. You're telling me only 10,000 people move a year? You don't make sense.
People
You
have
don't
been
make
displaced from
sense.
San Francisco. They'd love to move back. Okay, thank you.